I kind of don't know how I'm gonna go about this. Do I want to just use the regular characters that are in this game, or do I want to use Higashi, Shigura, and Makoto to help fight? So I think I'm just gonna use the regular base cast, replacing Ichiban and Kiryu, since they're the protagonist and the main contributors to their teams. If you have a problem with that, well, boo-hoo, I guess. I don't know. This chapter's, no surprise, a bunch of goons. In this chapter, Yagami has to fight Tomi, and this is a sweep. Then he has to fight Yamay, and in my opinion, I think Yamay would lose to Yagami, so that's done and done. In this chapter, Yagami has to run from the police, and you make a joke on why he's running from them. Go ahead. Then he meets up with Kaito, then has to fight various goons and this cop, and that ends the chapter. Oh, and Tomi's here, and yeah. You fight against a bunch of Barracuda goons, which is no diff, come on. Then you get Chitose, who will probably always be on your team. Then we fight the actor who we've all been begging to be in a Yakuza game, and they'll win. In this chapter, you meet Bryce. That's the only important part. In this chapter, Yagami has to suffer for a few days. Then you have to fight Wong, which Yagami and Kaito, I'm sure, can beat him. By the way, his dynamic intro is just so damn sick. I'm sorry. Start of this one, you have to fight Yamay, which they clear. They also lose Kaito in this little fight, so bummer. Then they get him back later because they have to fight Yamay again, and they also win that again. Oh yeah, Namba and Adachi are here now. Well, Adachi is. Namba and Kaito are about to go. Alright, in this chapter, Kaito has to fight. Ooh. What the hell? Luckily, you don't have to win this fight. Wait, do you actually win this fight, or hold on? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say Amon lets him go. You actually have to do this fight, so that's why it's included. Luckily, you don't actually have to win. Luckily, nothing else happens in this chapter except that Amon jump scare, so yeah. In this chapter, you have to fight Yamay again. What is this? Yakuza? Get it? Because I only play Yakuza 0. Then Yagami gets betrayed, and yeah, that's about it. Kaito has to fight through this lame-ass dungeon that you can't skip. Then you have to fight Joe. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think Kaito would probably win this matchup. Joe is the type of person to lose to Ichiban and Co, so I could see him losing to Kaito and Co. Also, this is probably the best song in the game. I know what I said before about it. Yakuza 7 is like techno hype music. So does that mean they're just gonna enhance the techno hype music for 8? And they did it with Joe's theme. And Joe, it's good. It's very good. It's just not as good as the OG. But like listening to it more, I just like, yeah, okay, this is peak. And I'm sorry. Well, that's the only highlight key for this chapter. Then they tease the inevitable. There's not much to mention in this chapter except these 2 excavators. 2 of them, how? But they win. Yakuza is ridiculous. In this chapter, you fight Sajima, Majima, and Daigo. I want you to tell me with a straight face, that Kaito and Co wins this. Kiryu with support, yeah, okay, yeah, he wins that. Kaito with support, I'm not seeing it really. Especially Sajima, like, bro is probably the strongest on that team, and I don't know how you're gonna take that down when he has 2 other partners who are also, like, right there. I'm gonna have to throw it in. I don't see Kaito winning this. But if Kaito were to somehow win that fight, he had to fight through Millennium Tower, which, yeah, I think he might make it. Then he'll have to fight Ebina, which, honestly, I don't think Kaito will win this. Then you have to add on to the fact that he has to fight through Millennium Tower to fight Ebina, and that's just, yeah, no. That's some Kiryu exclusive shit right there. Only thing to note in this chapter is you fight Dwight twice, which, yeah, Yagami sweeps. In this chapter, you have to fight a shark. Hey, if Ichiban and Ko can do it, I'm sure Yagami and Ko can. Then you have to fight an octopus that bores you. Okay, Yakuza. If Ichiban and Ko can do it, I'm sure Yagami and Ko can. Then you have to fight Bryce and his minions, which, let's be honest, damn near any protagonist could probably do this with company. And that's it for Yagami. He won!
Congratulations!